All right, so welcome back to Dollars and Cents, where we help you make sense out of all of life's decisions involving your dollars. We are Central Florida's longest running radio program, coming to you on a host of radio stations throughout Central Florida. We're also one of the top 25 financial planning podcasts on the World Wide Web with over 20,000 downloads of our program. So be sure to subscribe to our channel on your favorite social media or podcast platform of choice. If you have any trouble finding us, just go to our website, nelsonfinancialplanning.com. Look up in the right-hand corner. Click on the icon that looks most familiar to you, and you will get instantly connected to our channel. Again, my name is Rob Field, Certified Financial Fiduciary with Nelson Financial Planning. On my left is Kristin Kalley, also a Certified Financial Fiduciary. And we're just part of a team of certified financial fiduciaries, which all of our financial planners are at Nelson Financial Planning. So we are here and we're ready to help change your life with a successful and cost-effective financial plan that could produce superior investment results and provide you with peace of mind for the future. Now, before we went into this break, we talked a little about the Secure Act. So this is an act that was put together back in December, just a few months ago, basically designed to help employees who are trying to utilize their retirement plans, investors who are trying to save more in retirement. And a couple of these provisions, as you will note as we kind of go through them, are really beneficial for getting caught up, for allowing you to get more money into your investments and better options to utilize it as you move forward. So there are 5 changes that did come from that Secure Act 2.0. They're not specifically for women, although we do know that it's going to benefit them a lot. These changes will help propel their retirement savings. So taking advantage of these provisions is going to help keep some people out of that 70 to 80% category where men and women are just not prepared for retirement. So we're going to jump in and talk a little bit about the Secure Act and hit each one of those 5 provisions, kind of tell you some of the advantages and how it might benefit you. Kristin, why don't you jump in and tell us about the first provision?
So one of the biggest changes is the required minimum distribution age has increased. So the required minimum distribution is that required amount that you have to take out of your IRAs, 401ks, once you hit a certain age. So that used to be 72, and now it is 73. And then that will actually rise to age 75 in 2033. So it seems like a minor change, but for those who are 62 this year or younger, this means instead of starting your RMD in 10 years at age 72, this is now pushed out to 13 years at age 75. So this is extremely valuable because, like we mentioned before, women tend to live longer than men. So pushing back that RMD requirement gives you more time to preserve your funds. And people they're just working longer nowadays. So we actually have a client who's still teaching exercise classes at age 90, which I think is absolutely incredible. Exercise classes are tough as is. I know me and Rob used to go to the same kickboxing gym. I was more of a morning person. He was more of an afternoon sort of person. But could you imagine even teaching one of those classes?
No, that would be tough. And I see that a lot. My son and his girlfriend have got me starting to go to yoga. Their thought is, okay, as you get older, Dad, you need to be more flexible, and this will do a lot of different things for you. I fought it for years, and now I'm going to start trying it out. But I've noticed a lot of the successful yoga teachers are 70, 80, 90 years old in much better shape than I am. And it's kind of embarrassing, kind of scary, but certainly with good health comes longevity, and with longevity requires you to have more money to do the things you want to do. And that's where successful investing at some point needs to be set up in such a way that it'll take you much deeper into your life than maybe what we've seen in the past. Moving on down our list of provisions that came out with the Secure Act 2.0, the second provision focuses on catch-up provisions for 401ks and for 403bs. So a catch-up provision is designed to kind of help you accelerate the amount of money you can put in. Older investors are now getting a couple of options where they can actually put in a little bit more money than normal. So typically these catch-up provisions are applying to employees age 50 or older. This is the age group where if they have been a little hesitant or delayed in their investments, they do need the ability to get caught up. So these the amount of money you can put in these provisions, it's allowing you to increase the amount of money you can contribute from $6,500 a year up to $7,500 a year. Nice big move, which means overall you can contribute up to, say, $30,000 to a retirement plan. Now, obviously you can't go back and make up. It is a catch-up provision. But even though you might have missed contributions in the past, you can now take advantage of this catch-up provision, and it's going to help an investor accumulate a lot more assets for retirement a little bit faster than they could in the past.
Yeah, and similarly, there's increased contributions for IRAs and Roth IRAs. So keep in mind that there is a difference between the deadlines for if you're contributing to a qualified plan through your employer, so a 401k, a 403b, that sort of thing, and then to either a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. So to contribute to your employer plans, usually it's the end of the year, so December 31st. But with these IRAs, you actually have until April 15th of the following year to make contributions. And that's because these contributions are based upon your income. So a lot of times you don't know what your income is going to come out to be until you actually file your taxes. So we've had a lot of clients that are pleasantly surprised when they realize they have more time to make these contributions. And then there's a new catch-up that's going to be implemented in 2025, and this is for employees that are aged 60 to 63. So at that point in time, they'll be able to contribute an extra $10,000 or 150% times the current catch-up. So if there's no changes to that catch-up that Rob just went over, that would be an additional $11,250 that you could contribute. So that would be a maximum of $33,750 that you can contribute to your employer plans.
That's exciting for investors. I mean, as you can see, these provisions are, it's not designed to help in taxes or designed to do some things for highway construction. This is specific. This Secure Act is specific to investors, and even more so towards employees who have access to an employer plan. So if this, as we mentioned some of this, if it doesn't quite catch the first time, give us a call. We'll go into more detail, but be prepared to realize you've got a way to really accelerate your investing inside of a retirement plan. One other thing that's popped up, this will be the third provision in that Secure Act 2.0, is an actual new automatic enrollment in retirement plans, which is going to begin in 2025. So not only are we looking at ways to get more money into it, you're now actually going to have a provision that's automatically going to enroll new employees into the retirement plan. The old rule would basically say you had to learn about it, do some research, find out, can I get in, can I not get in, go track down somebody in HR. Typically, brand new employee, the last thing they're doing is bugging HR. They're just trying to do a good job at their new position. So, you had to actively kind of pursue it. And with that, what happens is a lot of people aren't even aware that they have access to a plan or how the plan works or that they could actually start enrolling at a certain point. So they miss their chance, and then time goes on and they never really get in. I know I've seen a lot of people who for years had access to a retirement plan, and even a retirement plan in which they would be matching to their contributions, and they just didn't take advantage of it. A lot of times it's just because they didn't know. And that matching is really important. And a lot of these retirement plans will allow you to contribute your money coming out of your paycheck, and then at the same time the employer, the person who's running the plan, will match some of your contributions. That's, that is free money you don't want to let go of. So, and sometimes that matching can be 25% of what you're putting in, could be 50% of the amount you're putting in. That's a nice return from day one. So you don't want to miss out on the option to have a retirement plan. You certainly don't want to miss out on the ability to get matching on your specific and personal contributions.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who unfortunately don't enroll in their employer plans because either they don't know how to contact the retirement plan sponsor, or they don't know how to contact their HR department, or sadly they just might be too lazy to contact them. So I hear a lot, I do have a 401k plan, but I don't know how to enroll. I don't know how to get that started. So when asked about 401ks, people are usually just like, yes, but I'm just not sure how it works. So this will no longer be the case. In 2025, employers will automatically enroll their employees and start deferrals.
Excellent. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the Secure Act, wrap up some of the provisions in the third one that Kristin was just telling you about. Stick around with us. We're going to continue the conversation. Glad you're with us. We'll be back shortly.